The white hats are in control of the COMEX, and they're dropping all the prices on gold and silver and platinum palladium right now, putting it in the red and dropping it to give all of you a chance to go out and buy it. Because before it jumps, I expect it to hammer when the EBS goes off, and you're going to see a World War III scare event, and that'll trigger the EBS. It's going to heat up to that, right? And I believe the World War III event will include a lot of demonic, centers, demonic, statues and symbolisms and whatever to be blown up. They'll be blown up by direct energy. And they'll clear out the area. That'll all be controlled. They'll bring down these buildings or whatever, and it'll look like World War III is happening. It's going to scare the piss out of the sleepers. They're going to think that the world is coming to an end. How you doing, Olive? Major event happening. World Cup will be canceled. Yeah, I hope so. I hope the military's in there catching all the trafficking that's going on. Yeah, it goes back to the Bushes too. They're all yeah. Big Daddy's not me. It looks like me. They take the content and they stole my content, and they use it. They dub into this my lives, and then of course they take that, edit it, and put it onto their YouTube, and then they put the print in there. Big Daddy. Just don't give him money. I can't. The only thing I can do to stop it is to constantly bring awareness to all my followers. Does that include Scotland? Yes, it includes everybody. Everybody in every little corner, of Glasgow, right? All the cities, all the little villages all around Scotland. Everybody's included. Yep. Just sit back, relax. It's happening. We're in the last 5 minutes of this movie. Yes, I think we are. I know right now that our commander, we're at T-minus 40. Yeah, he's, the military's going to him, say, we've got this ready to go, this ready to go. They're finalizing everything. This has all been checked out 100 times, but they're making sure that everything goes off without a hitch. Some lady in the channel said Trump's going away this month. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, he might step back. That's fine. Because once the EBS happens, it's going to be military controlled anyway. So, but I still think that they're going to want to see the Trump brand out there, because there are, he is basically the liberator of this planet and control of the Gesera military worldwide of 179 countries. So he'll be operating that. Are they going to put chips in our license plates? No. That license plate bullshit's all going away. And licensing your cards and all that, it's all going to go away. Unless if you got a commercial, you're running commercial stuff and whatever, I think you're going to have all that in your phone anyways. All your identity, all your, not identification, but your, your needs and qualifications will all be in your phone. And your phone is all run on frequency. Nobody can hack it. You lose it, drop it on the ground, there'll be another one issued to it, right? But, who loses their phone nowadays? Unless it's been stolen. And then if they are, the thieves are going to stop stealing it because they can't open it. What's the point? Unless they're just dumbasses, like there's so many of them out there right now. I can't believe the stupidity. It's just it's like they're come from the planet stupid, right? Yeah, I'm not Big Daddy, no. Although, yeah, they stole my content, steal your money, or try to. Keep the energy high, people, yes. No time for negative. This is love and light, strength and honor. we're going to get through this, and we have to stay high vibration, because when we get to the other side, we're going to have so many people looking for light. They're going to be looking for positive light. They're going to be gravitating towards you like you've never seen before, because you know what's going on, and you're being very, very calm. That's what I'm saying. Stay calm. Stay calm through all this. Don't get don't get colorful and start reacting to all this drama. Just stay calm, and people will wonder why you're so calm. Just say, because it's all being controlled. If they come with chips, then my trust is gone. They're not coming with no chips. See, you're playing into the matrix. You're getting freaked out on the stuff that doesn't even exist. They throw something in your head, thinking that, we got all this demonic stuff that's happening. It's not. It doesn't exist out there. They're only throwing it out there to get your reaction, to bring down your frequency. To get you thinking negative shit. That's what they loosh on. Yeah. Positive energy is a must. Raise your frequency. I mean, the Schumann resonance is the worldwide frequency of the planet. Follow it. Follow it. Get out in the sun. Open up your arms. Let those sun rays hit your armpits. Right? Yeah. It's okay, Get into a lawn chair and kick off your rubber shoes or whatever, and stick your feet on the ground and feel it. Feel the ground. Close your eyes and feel the energy come up from the ground in through your soul. That's cool stuff. That is real medicine. Yeah, it's a Roman circus. Of course it is. Thank you very much for that comment. If they come with the chips, my trust is gone. Of course it is. You think anybody, when they had those, those frequency things, when they were doing this, the COVID, whatever it was, they were saying, well, let me shoot you in the forehead. And I said, you point that thing to me, I'm going to shove it up your ass. And I did. I mean, I was a real troublemaker, because I knew right there. I says, this is all just a big gong show. Remember the gong show? Yeah. Yeah. Will Trump exit the movie? It's hard to say. I don't think he will. I think he's going to be around for a long time. He might dip out and go into hiding a little bit till the shit show's over. When the EBS goes off, I think he's going to go into a very very secure area, because it'll be the military taking over. The sun stands still equals 236. Buckle up, buttercups. Yeah, 236. Prepare for the storm. 236. Yes, thank you very much. They probably won't do anything with all those people from the other countries here. Well, I can tell you right now, everybody that's got God in their heart and has been good on this planet will be taken care of. Anybody that has done harm to either people, family, or animals will have to pay. They'll have to answer some very, very tough questions. And they'll have to go through a very rigorous probation. Cops included. They will, the ones that did not know but were brainwashed will be, re-educated. Like we all will. We're all going to have to be re-educated. My comments didn't post. I don't know. Just maybe jump out, log out and log back in. Trump's exiting movie before July 7th, maybe. Days of Darkness. We'll see. How you doing, Sally? How you doing, Vicky? Nobody knows when things are happening. No, it's there. There's only a certain handful of military that is working with other militaries, but they're only, need to know basis. Let me make a bunch of alligator luggage. Yes, that's what I'm saying to you. I think, that's why I'm in the Philippines. I want to, I want vests, alligator vests, and wallets, and shoes, and slippers. I don't want these reptiles here anymore. And they should be scared. I mean, what have they been doing with us? They've been putting us on as a smorgasbord. Let's get this table turned a bit. Let's put them on as a smorgasbord. I figure if we, take their skins and, start making clothing out of it, and then feed the rest of the sharks, and everybody's happy. And then, of course, the orcas will, you know what I mean? It's all. I mean, this is all this beautiful planet, this recirculation on this planet. Only God could do. Only God can do. But I hear for a couple of years now, and nothing's happening. Yeah, well, you know why nothing's happening? Number one is because you're not able to see exactly what's happening. You're not doing the research or reading between the lines. But you have to respect the fact is that for 6 to 10, 15, maybe 20,000 years, these alligators or gators, which is a good name for them, have been running this show. And they are in every level, from the top leadership of every country right down to the janitor of the school systems. Absolutely control. You know the 33-degree Masons that are in my district, in my area right now, that put on all this, what do you want to call it? Donations and fundraisings and all this stuff that they like to claim themselves on. You don't think that they're in there in their secret, ritual meetings at night in their basements and whatever places? Everything's full of them. They're full of them. They're all going to be dealt with. Scotland is a separate country, but still is a part of the UK, unfortunately. You will be a sovereign country when this is over. There will be no overlords from England. There will be no overlords from any other country except Scotland will be Scotland. Yes. God bless. Military clock. Well, yeah, we're on their time. You notice how the clock's moving faster? Because it's speeding up. Yeah, I'm not 71. Okay? When we get to these med beds and everything else, we're going to be able to live 200-300 years. I know that. I feel it. And I've heard it so many times with life extension. How does the birth certificate right money work? Well, first of all, you got to do your own homework on it, right? Because I've been doing this for years and years and explaining it. Everything's tied. Your account, your frequency, your DNA, and everything's tied to your birth certificate. And all that's going to be slapped over to the QFS, which is the new system. You're in the old system of the Swift old system, which is Microsoft, Bill Gates, and all those other clowns. Or I'm sure you shouldn't say that. All the other gators, okay? So they're over there, okay? And you're tied to all that with everything. You take a look at your birth, your ID. It's all in capital letters, okay? Everything's in capital letters, okay? That's your straw man. That's who you are. They have, given you a straw man, and you as a person are not identified. What you're doing or what you want to do is go down and get some cards and just put your first name or whatever name that you like to put, whatever name that you like to be called, whether it be a nickname or just a middle name or whatever. Just put your one name across there. That's who you identify yourself as, and that is you've given yourself that name. On your straw man, somebody else give you that name, right? Your parents that love you very much, whatever. Then they register you The minute that you got registered with the government, you become dead. You are a dead entity. And their whole system, which is maritime law, has always kept you on the boat, off land. You are a sovereign, living being, man or woman, born and raised on the land. Were you born at sea? No. But they're treating you like you were. Okay? So go get cards made up. Get your picture made like this here. That's who you are. Okay? And put your name in there. Put your email, the email that you want to be contacted to. If you want a phone number, you want to put your own phone number in there if that's what you want, the people to call you. I wouldn't do it myself. I just put my email in there and what country I reside in, or what city, whatever. You don't even have to give them the only thing that they need is your email, and that'll always exist. They want to contact you, they can contact you. You want to give them, once you get through the email, if you want to give them a side number or something that they can contact you with you on the other side, then that's up to you. How you doing? Yeah, welcome, mate, from Melbourne. Yeah. Will Jassara happen? And yes, of course it's going to happen. I'm 1,000% sure it's going to happen. It's already happening. Not born in the U.S., but citizen over 25 years. Okay, so where were you born? Wherever you're born, whatever your birth certificate says, whatever country it is, you might have to go back to collect your money. That's why all these migrants that are, living abroad right now and invading these shorelines and borders and everything, which the gators allowed in, will have to go back to collect their money. And what they want is they want their money that they don't think they have right now. I have birth certificate and national insurance card. Yeah, that's good. And, you'll be able to, they know who you are. The U.S. Mint website shows silver at 1,500 and gold at 19,000. That's fine by me. Hey rah, ooh-wah. That's good. I'm 1,500. That is a touchdown. Thank you for the update on that. That's why I replied to him, Alex, word for word. Yes. Well, like I says, I only do lives on TikTok. Okay. Sometimes I'll post some stuff and whatever. If I feel the urge, I'll go and post something on Facebook or YouTube. But I'll always identify myself as Alex West, not Big Daddy. Okay. Wait, what? Silver? What? I know. 1,500. That's what he said. 1,500. Based on what was it? Let's just go back there. That was interesting. The U.S. Mint website shows silver at 1,500 and gold at 19,000. That really makes a lot of sense. It really makes a lot of sense. So, I mean, if you take 19,000 and then put 1,500 to that, what is that? What's the ratio to that? I don't even have what is the ratio on that? Because we'll soon find out, because it'll make sense. It'll make sense to me, knowing what the ratio is. Let's just check here. Give me a second here. Got to get into this stupid phone. There we go. So, 19,600 divided by 1,500. So 13 to 1. Exactly what it should be. Yeah, that's why they're doing it. 13 to 15. I mean, it should actually go down about 5 to 1. So silver will move up even further. But it makes perfect sense to me. I heard the other day, and that's why I reported it, because it was on the military news, that gold was going to be anywhere between 15 to 2,000, and silver was going to be 12 to 1,500. So, I mean, these numbers are all over the map. Who knows? But I like this one better. 19,000 gold, sure, why not? 1,500 silver. That puts me in a happy position. That's what I replied to him, Alex Word. Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Okay, so welcome, Melbourne. I'm glad you can make it. Yeah. How you doing? I know London and Edinburgh, huge financial centers, they will collapse. Yeah, they're losing power. They have no silver, gold left. It's all been squandered. Yeah, a lot of these financial systems they've squandered everything. Now the big tech centers and stuff like that, they're going under military control. They have our DNA, yes, our fingerprints, no birth certificate needed, which will be on the other side. Once we get through the birth certificate phase of it and all this other stuff with the straw man, all that shit will be thrown away. And then you'll just basically be on frequency. You'll be identified through your frequency. Very cool stuff. This is all part of the 6,500 new technologies that have been stolen from us. You will have no problem moving amongst the world that you want to see. You'll have money to do, to travel. You'll have money to go visit beautiful places around the world. All countries will have no wars. People will just be happy. Okay? I don't know. From what I'm understanding, there will be wine, which is God's creation. Anything that comes from the ground. If you want to, but there won't be any more, spirits, if you want to call it. That's all demonic. It's all going to go away. So better get used to drinking wine. Yeah. Replicators. Yes, there will be replicators out there that will be able to produce anything you want. I'm skiing the world. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you do what you want, right? And opening a massive dog rescue for unwanted dogs. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for your humanitarian service. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people do a lot of beautiful things out there. And our animals are, that are out there are very precious to us. And we should not, do what we do. Everything that if we're meat eaters like I am or whatever, there should be, prayers and ritual of, asking God for, for reincarnation for this beautiful animal, whatever, and not do these things in such a inhumane way. Maybe, I think, eventually all meats and whatever you want to eat will be replicating. Will be all through replicators. Yeah. And all the animals will be able to do what they want to do without fear of, getting put on the table. Do we need to suffer and suffer? No, we don't. How you doing, Elvie? It's my way. When? When is when? I don't know. Just hang in there, everybody. Yep. You want to help dogs? I know. There are a lot of people who want to help a lot of people. Cat lovers, dog lovers, horse lovers, even cattle lovers, even there's snake lovers. There's, animal lovers, fish lovers, orca lovers, let's clean up the oceans. Let's get rid of the plastics and all the unwanted nets that catch all the, animals that are harmless, but they get caught up in these discarded nets and everything. All that's going to get cleaned up. Big Daddy or Big Dodgy? Is it Big Daddy? I don't know. Was my plan before, or Big Doggy? Oh, I guess it is. Rescue platform, I guess, was my plan before becoming disabled. Yeah, well, you're not going to be disabled much longer. You know, you're going to be in a med bed, and you're going to be, healthy as a 30-year-old. Don't sweat it. It's all coming. Just hang in there. All my dogs from violent owners, yeah, I know. Well, those violent owners are going to disappear off the planet. They're done. They don't have. There's no room for gators here. There is a significant significant death. They're going under military control. Yeah. Do you think Nasera will draw? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time reading. Will draw and send the illegals back to their home countries? Yes, yeah, absolutely. That's what's going to happen. It's all being activated. They're going to have, they're going to, on their phones or whatever, they're going to know that, through their families that are back there, communications, whatever's happening, that they will have money waiting for them. There'll be enough announcement to know if you go back to your birth of origin, then you will have money given to you, set up your own home and, yard, and everybody will have their own place. I mean, it was kind of like what Libya did, or what Muammar Gaddafi did for his people in Libya. I mean, it was, free education, free, and it'll be just quantum learning. It'll be all free. Muammar Gaddafi had the right idea. He was very, very upbeat on, he was actually the future for the African country of Libya. And the cabal, which were the Gators, shut him down and killed him for it, as to what they did with Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein kept that Middle East, organized and clean and free of all, terrorists and jihadis. But when they dethroned him on that and took over Baghdad, it turned into an absolute shithole, and millions of people died, and it became an absolute cesspool and chaotic world over there. For years and years. And that was, you can thank Bush, the Gator families of the, whether it be Republican or Democrat, they were all evil, and they wanted to keep the chaos and keep the wars going, because that was supplying the industrial military complex, right? So yeah, whatever. It's all history. We're not going to look back there anymore. We're going to look forward. Yeah, there'll be health centers for horses. I mean, it'll be easy for you because the horses will be able to go into crystalline chambers and, in for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and they'll come out, fully healthy. I mean, this is the technology that we have. I want to just touch on the galactic end of it. We have tens of millions, or tens of thousands, if not millions, of different species out there. And they are all part of the federal galactic community. And that's why they want us involved. Because as humanity, as humanoid we have many invaluable qualities, not to mention our connection with our source, our God. And we have powers that have been suppressed by the reptiles. The reptiles are our enemy. They have been the ones that have suppressed us all our lives, and your father and your father for centuries and centuries. This has been going on, and the Galactic Federation of tens of thousands of different species out there want to free us from this tyranny. Okay. Anyways, with that all being said, I will get back to you on the next one as fast as I can. In the meantime, be good to somebody today, and leave out your love and light out there for everybody to see, and please don't